Welcome, everybody. I'm Teena, Vacations for Canadians. Oh, phone's ringing. Sorry about that. And we are here at a very exciting time of year when we are all looking for those great deals with Black Friday. And I'm here to tell you that Celebrity is not going to disappoint you. We are joined today with Celebrity Cruises, Sandra Pennington. Welcome, Sandra.
Hi, everyone. Pleasure to be here.
So you guys know I'm a huge Celebrity fan, one of my favorite cruise lines, and I can prove it because I'm Elite Plus with them. And that's all my personal bookings that I make with Celebrity. So if that gives you any indication, I'm the second highest tier with Celebrity, and we always have such a fantastic experience with Celebrity. So, Sandra, let's start off for anyone who maybe doesn't know a lot about Celebrity, maybe never been on Celebrity. What should people know about your cruise line?
All right. Well, we are an industry pioneer for 35 years. We have 15 ships in our fleet, traveling over to 300 destinations across all 7 continents. And we like to say that nothing comes close to Celebrity Cruises because we are a 5-star elevated premium experience. And I think part of the reason is because we're mid-size ships. Like there are a lot bigger ships than we have right now, with our ships being just over 2,000 or just over 3,000, with an amazing ratio of space to passenger, so that you still feel like you're you get an intimate feel, which you don't get on a bigger ship. So you get a nice little intimate feel, but you have the activities and the entertainment of a larger ship. So it's like a really niche spot to be in, to kind of have the best of both worlds, that intimate feel and so much to do on board as well. And being that it's 5-star elevated premium experience as well.
That's fantastic. All right, so let's actually get into why everybody is here, and let's talk Black Friday. So, Sandra, what have you got going on for Black Friday?
Black Friday is in all honesty our richest savings of the year. So we have 75% off the second passenger when you're booking a prevailing rate with us, and Vacations for Canadians can get you booked in on that. But they also have exclusive rates that they may be able to beat those direct deals with us with. So you'll be talking to them about that. And then on top of that, there is bonus onboard credits or bonus savings, or maybe both. So depending on what you're booking, tiered per category and length of sailing, Vacations for Canadians will break it down for you, because this is 100% our richest savings, up to 1,400 Canadian in savings, again, up to 75% off. And on select sailings, there is also the third, fourth, and if there is rooms that fit 5, free, they sail for free as well. So amazing Black Friday offers and deals.
So this is a very rich offer, but for those of you that know how we work at Vacations for Canadians, we also negotiate our exclusive rates that Sandra touched on, and where we can actually beat Celebrity's pricing and include drinks and Wi-Fi, which is a pretty rich offer. So we've actually selected 4 sailings that we've posted recently on social media, and just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of bonuses that we can get. So as far as the savings and including the drinks and the Wi-Fi, and we actually have an onboard credit offer right now too. So I'm just gonna there's our onboard credit, and we have a top secret that we can talk about in a minute. So actually, Sandra, do you want to get started and just maybe just give a high level on some of these itineraries that we're sharing today?
Yeah, this is an amazing 11-night Western Mediterranean. Europe's on fire. Canadians in this year traveled in record numbers to Europe, doing beautiful itineraries like this one, from Barcelona going to Seville, Spain, Lisbon, Portugal, one of my favorites, Funchal, Madeira, Portugal. You got to do the basket ride there. Tangier, Morocco, and Palma de Mallorca, Spain, ending in Barcelona. That's a gorgeous one, and it's on our newest ship, the Celebrity Excel, that Teena and I just got off of. Yeah. This is a ship that you must get on. It's incredible. And look at the savings compared to direct. So this one is, I believe it is an infinite veranda. Sorry, it's small writing, but
yeah, it is pretty small.
it's an infinite veranda. And direct with us, you would pay $7,681 more than booking with Vacations for Canadians. So I think you cannot go wrong with that. And it includes the classic beverage package and the surf Wi-Fi as well.
Yeah. All right, let's take a peek at the second one. So this is always a big seller every year, and they always sell out. So this is the type of cruise that you should be booking 2026 right now, maybe even 2027. But so I'll just touch on this one. So Alaska, everybody loves going in and out of Vancouver because it's our home. We get to see part of our own home. We have the Hubbard Glacier, Icy Strait Point, Juneau, which is a really cool landlocked city in Alaska, and then back to Vancouver. So, and again, it's, $2,200 in savings versus booking direct with Celebrity, and we're going to offer drinks and Wi-Fi included on that.
Can I just mention as well that that Solstice is going in for a renovation and will be brand spanking new by the time you do this sailing. Like, it's going to be like a huge renovation on the ship, like $50 million. So you'll basically be on a brand new ship, which is exciting. And Hubbard Glacier is the longest tidewater glacier in Alaska, and it's incredible. It has white calving typically every 9 to 10 minutes. It's a great experience. For sure.
Yeah, I couldn't believe all the changes that you guys are making to Solstice. Maybe we need to chat about that in a minute.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go on to the next one. I'm going to let Sandra take this one on as well.
Ooh, a beautiful 7-night Western Caribbean. Again, I think she just handing me the Celebrity Excel because you have to try our newest, most exciting.
Why not?
It just debuted this month in November. So this is next year, right around this time, November 21st. You can feel that it's getting cold outside. It's a good time to get booked for next year. Out of Miami, going to Georgetown, Grand Cayman, doing Cozumel, Mexico, and Bimini, Bahamas, which is, you got to go to World Resorts and do a great beach pool day. Nassau, Bahamas as well, going to Miami. And again, you're saving $818 compared to direct list. So book with Vacations for Canadians. Get on the Celebrity Excel.
Yep, for sure. All right. And the last deal that we have. So Celebrity doesn't do a ton of Antarctica, but they do a few every year, which is really exciting. It's on the Celebrity Equinox. And you're going to go out of Buenos Aires and back to Buenos Aires. And you're going to go down to Ushuaia. And then you're going to swing around all these amazing islands in the Antarctic and see some really fantastic wildlife. Yeah. Sandra, do you have anything that you want to add to this?
Yeah, I mean, the glacier viewing and the landscape is just incredible. And these sell out. So you want to book early. And look, you're saving $5,781 versus booking direct with us. So that's incredible. And this is a once in a lifetime trip, a bucket list trip. I don't even like bucket list anymore. I say bucket list. Put it on your bucket list, not your bucket list, right? I've never had a complaint about Antarctica. People come back wowed and want to go back.
Yeah. And I can tell you right now, the reason why the savings are so great, they don't start off that great, but you guys booking so many Celebrity cruises drives up their prices. And that's why we have these huge savings, because we've locked it in at the very beginning when they release their prices. We all know the supply and demand formula. The more you book, the higher their prices are going to go. And so that's why our prices are staying the same. And then we get these great big gaps. So you want to come to us first, check our exclusive rates, and if we don't have the sailing you're looking for, then we can find you that great deal during Black Friday that Sandra also talked about with the savings, and the 3rd, 4th, and 5th free. And we also, I'm just going to pop back here. So we've got the 75% off second guest. We've got this huge instant savings, and we've also got 3rd, 4th, and 5th free. And right now we do have $100 onboard credit. And oh my gosh, that is very small. But if I'm not mistaken, it's probably veranda and up.
It is. Yeah. I can't read that.
No, I can't read it either. I have to go by memory here. I think it might be 6 nights and up.
It's typically 4 nights and up.
Oh, 4 nights and
higher. Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
And then, we are going to be having another little bump. We don't have dates on that. I'm guessing it's the 20th.
25th to 27th, I think.
The 27th, yeah, I think you're right.
25th to 27th. November 25th to 27th, something top secret coming.
Top secret. So I'm going to tell you right now that our agents do know, And so if you contact them, they're not going to tell you, but they're going to tell you when to book. So that's the beauty of dealing with an agent too, is that we often have a little bit of inside intel, and we're going to say, don't book on a Wednesday, book on a Friday is, kind of the vibe that we've been going with lately. We usually get some really good deals on the weekends. But sometimes we end up booking you during the week because there's so much limited spaces. Sometimes we have to. So, but the agents know when to book, if you need to book it right away, or if you can wait a few days to get you the absolute best deal. So we have that. All right. And then we also have, and we've been doing this for all of our online webinars this month, is we're also offering some exclusive Vacations for Canadians swag. And we're not going to tell you what it is, but we are going to ship it out to you. It's pretty cool. We've got a few different things we can choose from, and that's going to be for any bookings made between the 25th and the 27th of November. All right, Sandra, talk to me about the celebrity difference. What makes you guys special?
All right. Absolutely. So destination wise, like I said earlier, we travel everywhere. But when you look at our destinations, look for the long stays in port. So if it matters to you to have a bit more time in port, certainly across Europe and the exotics, and even in the Caribbean and an ABC Island cruise, we are typically staying in Aruba 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. In Europe, things like 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. So look for those long stays, giving you more time to stay out and enjoy the ports, but also look for the overnights. An example would be across Europe, over 52 nights have overnight stays throughout the itineraries. Some of them have more than one overnight, by the way, and especially Asia, there's 1 or 2 or 3 overnights, really giving you time to explore in the evening when the island or the city lights turn on, and then having another day to go out there and really check out the destination, do something completely different. So I would say that's really key. And then also from a service perspective, how we maintain that 5-star premium service is that for every 2 passengers is 1 crew member. And it really is just a genuine, thoughtful service. They remember your names. Our crew members stand out because they love their jobs and just love working with our guests. And from a culinary perspective, Michelin-star chefs behind the helm of all of our menus. You could potentially eat somewhere different the entire cruise, but you probably will find some favorites that you want to go back to. And you can keep it casual in the Ocean View Cafe or go to the restaurants and sit down and be served like a 5-course meal. And then, we've won the Wine Spectator Award of Excellence, I think over 140 times. So you're sure to get some amazing wines. I know Teena and I have had several good glasses, if not bottles of wine on board, and the martini bar, which is like, acclaimed on our ships, have an espresso martini, but also great cocktails. And then the ships themselves, we work with world-renowned designers and architects to create these comfortable, but not stuffy, but comfortable 5-star premium spaces that will blow you away. An example would be with the Celebrity Excel. We have the bazaar at the back of the ship, which races the line between the destination in the ship, because we're bringing the destination on board. It's like destination immersion with when we're in the Caribbean. It's the culinary, the entertainment, the decor, the shopping is all culinary based, and we'll flip it to European Mediterranean based when we move there. So just really cool, interesting, fun things to do on board, and which brings me to the entertainment. You certainly will never be bored. And what's great on a ship is that you can choose to engage in that entertainment as much as you want, and there's lots to choose from. But you can also just sit back and relax as well, because we have lots of restorative options on board. Great spaces, just sit and relax and enjoy conversation with a friend, a cup of tea, a latte, a glass of wine, whatever is your beverage of choice. And the entertainment, the theater on board our ships is incredible. Rivals what you see in Vegas, but also the live music. So I love live music on ships. We don't pull from the same as other cruise lines. We go out and seek amazing duo, trio, live bands, which is one of my favorite things. And pop-up performances like acrobats and stuff on board that really wow our guests.
So when we were on the Excel, just what was that, last week? Wow, time is just really funny for November. We actually had our sommelier that we had last year on the Beyond, and she was so excited to see us, remembered
Aw.
our group, and it was just, oh, she was just a lovely individual. We're very excited. She's now working in Luminate on Excel. So yeah, doing really well. Anyways, there was one more thing that I wanted to bring up. And this is just, you guys know that I'm sourcing out some of these fantastic deals that we share on social media. And I have never seen suites at a better price point since COVID until Black Friday this year. So I know you guys are always saying, if you see a good deal on a suite, let me know. I'm telling you right now to reach out to our agents. If you're a suites person, and you should be, I'm seeing them on the Beyond, on Apex, on Silhouette, on Reflection, on Summit. It's just, something for everybody. So depending on what kind of a suite you want, what kind of an experience you want, this is the cruise line to do it on. They've got some fantastic deals, and also it will be an experience that you will never forget. I love my suites. I have a really hard time going back to verandas, to be honest. And I just did a suite on Excel, and oh my gosh, I am so spoiled. Thank you for that, Sandra.
Yeah, we have butler chat now for you in a suite. You can chat with your butler and ask any question or ask for something. It's great.
Yeah, you know what? We were so busy we didn't even see our butler, but if we had been there for a week, we would have utilized them. All right, we do have some questions that I'm going to bring up. So let me just grab here. So, okay. So Sandra, this is Susan. She's asking, what's an infinite veranda?
That's a great question. So on our Edge series ships, which includes our newest one, the Celebrity Excel, the verandas, most of the verandas on board are an infinite veranda. So we've deleted the boundary between the room and the veranda. So instead of that typical barrier, it's doors that open flush to the wall, and then your veranda becomes part of your whole room. You can close them and they're frosted, but if you keep them open, the window comes down and your whole room is the veranda. Okay. So I think it's phenomenal. I like that it makes the room even bigger. I like, weather permitting, I will keep it open. I like having fresh air, so it's really a beautiful view as well. And if, example, you're in Alaska or somewhere maybe where it can be a bit colder, you can like close it and you still have an incredible view. Or if it's nice, keep it open and enjoy. It's incredible.
Yeah. All right. Next question from Laura. She's asking, any rates for solos?
Oh, that's a good question. So our Edge series, specifically like the Edge, the Apex, the Beyond, the Ascent, and the Excel now, they have a category ES, which is an Edge Solo Infinite Veranda. So you want to try to get booked in an ES so you don't have to pay the full single supplement. And those ships are doing Alaska, Caribbean, Europe. They're also doing Australia, New Zealand, Hawaii, and South Pacific. So that's a good category. On the rest of the fleet, sometimes we have deals on solos. So you just have to reach out to your consultant at Vacations for Canadians and see, what is it you're looking for, and they can check and see if there's any deals on solos for that sailing or not. But ES is definitely the way to go on our Edge series.
Awesome. Okay. And Michelle, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is there gratuities included in any of your 4 cruises or others? And I can answer this one. We don't include gratuities on those prices that we post on social media, but if you want to reach out to the agent, and they will be happy to get you that price with gratuities.
Yeah, you can definitely bundle them in so that they're prepaid. And if you're booking in Canadian, then you're locking them in Canadian. Or if you choose, you could wait to pay them on board, and then they're in USD charged to your onboard folio. Most Canadians will just bundle them in advance, take advantage of an exclusive rate with Vacations for Canadians, and bundle in the gratuities, and you're good to go.
Yep. Okay. And we were going to talk about the solstice, so this is just a perfect question. So thank you, Sandy. She's on the Solstice to Alaska in August 2026. I'm assuming Matt booked you on that, knowing how great the Solstice is going to be. So Sandra, why don't you give the viewers a little bit of a sneak peek into the Solstice for next year?
So every single stateroom is going to be fully updated. So they'll be brand new, which is super exciting. But then we're updating all the public areas as well and adding some new exciting things. So we're going to have one of my new favorite venues is going to be Boulevard Lounge, because it's going to be dueling pianos. And then we can do, I love dueling pianos.
Me too. One of my
with
favorite
dueling
things to
pianos.
do.
But we can do like smaller cabaret acts in there as well. So it's going to be one of my new favorite spaces for sure. I think also we're updating the lawn club. So there's still going to be some grass there, but we're adding more tables, chairs, umbrellas, just to make it more user friendly. And then we're updating the Sunset Bar as well, which is one of my favorite places on board. And then we're also updating, we're adding a sports bar, so that it's going to have like nostalgic 1980s games like Miss Pac-Man, billiards, darts, things like that. So I think those are some of my most favorite updates that they're doing to it. They're also going to turn Tuscan Grill Specialty into Fine Cut Steakhouse, which is coming from Edge Series and is a 4-star Forbes travel guide rated restaurant as well. So looking forward to dining there.
All right. Okay. I'm just going to pop this comment in for a second. So congratulations, Connie, on your booking for the solstice. And yeah, isn't that great that we're getting all these people booked on solstice? All right. Another question in here we have. So Susan wants to know, do you do a best price guarantee or beat a better price, everything else being the same? So I can speak as far as the agency goes. So absolutely, as long as we're comparing apples to apples, we can definitely take a look at your price. Most times, our exclusive rates are the best. I'm going to say 99% of the time. It's the best price you're going to get, and we're not going to be able to redo your price. It's just that they set the price so low to begin with on our exclusive rates that we very, very seldom ever need to reprice anything. But if you didn't book into exclusive rates and the price drops, absolutely give us a call. We can definitely reprice, as long as I said it's apples to apples. The only time this really doesn't pertain is if we have a booking bonus. And that's, the cruise lines use these booking bonuses to entice new bookings. So, right now we have this $100 onboard credit. So that's new bookings only. And we would never be able to go back and have that added to somebody that maybe booked a month ago. But, you booked a month ago, you may have gotten a better price. You've definitely got a better pick of a cabin. So there are reasons you book early. And again, this is something the agents usually can give some insight as to when to book. All right. Okay, that's the end of the questions, unless somebody else wants to pop something in there really quickly. Give them a second here, but yeah. All right. Well, Sandra, I really appreciate you taking the time. Oh, no, I thought there was another question popped in. I really appreciate you taking the time to share all of this with us, and to everybody watching. This is the week to book. So make sure you reach out to our agents like right now. You can get a hold of us. You can contact the agent directly. If you don't have an agent yet, you can email us at sales@vacationsforcanadians.com. You can visit our website, which is vacationsforcanadians.com, or you can call us 289-812-2355. And usually we can get you an agent on the phone right away. We did have another question popped in here really, really quickly. So absolutely, if you are on social media, check us out on Cruise Deals for Canadians and Facebook. We also post a lot of our deals on the website as well, and sometimes through Instagram. But we are always posting every day. We're looking for the best deals, and Black Friday seems to be when they typically are the best deals. So I hope that helps, Nicole. But if you don't see what you're looking for, just reach out to us, and because we can't post everything. I mean, literally, there's like probably hundreds of great deals right now. Just with celebrities. So for me, I just try and pick some of the different ones and post a few different ones every day, different itineraries and different number of passengers and different ships. But obviously can't post everything. So best to just reach out to an agent, and they have the same ability that I do to be able to look things up. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining us, Sandra. And we'll see you next time.
Perfect. Remember, online is for looking. Vacations for Canadians is for booking.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.